Guys, what's going on? I hope you guys are well. I hope you guys are staying safe. I hope everything's good wherever you guys are. So, guys, yesterday Anthony Joshua brutally knocked out Robert Helenius in a pretty poor fight, and I would say a pretty poor performance, bar the vicious knockout from Joshua. Look, I've been criticized over the years of being some kind of Joshua hater. But at this point, I mean, I think even the hardcore Joshua, like, I don't know, because there's always going to be people that come onto my comment section and say that, oh, well, you're being harsh on Joshua. Joshua performed well, this, that, the other. But I just don't know how anyone can look at that and think that that was a good performance. I mean, he flattened him, yes, but there's no confidence in his work. I just find him very confusing at this point. Even when he talks, like after fights and stuff, I don't know sometimes what he's saying, what he's on, what is this man saying? I mean, he's like literally saying, my back's hurting, my back's hurting. I need a doctor. It's been hurting for carrying the heavyweight division. Bro, you're not even champion anymore. Just like bizarre things like that. Some of the stuff that he comes out with, like, and I always found him a little bit bizarre, but now I think it's getting worse with some of the stuff that he comes out with. He's very difficult to understand where he's coming from, and also his performances are becoming more and more strange. I feel like he's becoming more and more reluctant to engage with his opponent. He's saying Eddie Hearn's trying to put a spin on it, saying that, well, he's trying to break guys down, he's fighting more intelligently. I don't know how. How are you fighting intelligently against Robert Helenius? The man's literally no threat in front of him. I mean, Robert Helenius was literally gassed off the 2 or 3 rounds. I mean, had his hands down at times in that fight, not because he was trying to showboat and say this guy. No, he didn't have anything left. So he was trying to. When you put your hands up, it takes a lot of energy. So especially for a guy that size, he's probably tired. So all Joshua had to do is put 2 or 3 punches together, and he would have got him out of there early. But he just doesn't have the confidence. I look at this point. I think it would be a miracle if he beats Deontay Wilder or Tyson Fury. I think it would be a miracle. Honestly, I don't see how he can fight the way he's been fighting, because he's not all of a sudden going to go into Deontay Wilder and all this nonsense coming out of like Eddie Hearn saying that, well, he's going to fight according. No, he's going to fight the way he fought there against Wilder. He's not going to change things up, because that's how he's been fighting now for the last 4 or 5 fights. That's how Anthony Joshua is now moving forward, because he's too reluctant to let his hands go because of what is coming back. He's not all of a sudden going to say, oh, I'm going to decide to change that up now and go toe-to-toe with Wilder, or I'm going to go in there and look to put Wilder on the back foot and try to... No. That's how he's going to fight against Wilder. If he's being cautious against Helenius, can you imagine how cautious he's going to be against Deontay Wilder, who he knows has unbelievable power and could potentially take him out with 1 punch? Joshua ain't going in there to swing it out with Wilder, because he knows the power. When you're already fighting cautious against guys that are not that powerful, right? Like Helenius, who Wilder, by the way, knocked out in a round, right? You're not going to be going in there against Deontay Wilder looking to swing off with him. You're going to fight even more cautious, because you know what could happen. And unfortunately against Wilder, he can't fight cautious. He has to fight aggressive, because he needs to land big shots on Wilder right away. He needs to put the pressure on right away, because if he doesn't, Wilder's going to land. There's going to be a point in the fight where Wilder's going to land. Wilder's faster than AJ. Wilder, single punch, Wilder is faster. He's sharper. His reflexes are faster. His brain, in my opinion, processes a lot quicker. Yes, he's not got the fundamentals, and he hasn't got the footwork and the obviously Joshua has better technical ability. He boxes better. However, that fight ain't going to come down to who boxes better, because he ain't going 12. It's not going to points. That someone's going to get knocked out. And it's not, in my opinion, it's not going to be Wilder. Wilder's also shown a lot of toughness in his fights as well. He's very stubborn and he can grit down. Like, Wilder ain't getting knocked out by 1 punch. He ain't getting knocked. Like, Wilder could knock AJ out with 1 punch. There's no doubt about it. Yeah? But Wilder ain't getting knocked out by 1 punch by AJ. That ain't happening, in my opinion. I know Eddie Hearn was saying if that right hand lands on Wilder, it's over. No. Wilder ain't getting knocked out by AJ. Look, when has AJ knocked out anybody, right? Helenius, man, he was done. He was finished. I mean, Wilder knocked that guy out with half a punch. If you go watch the Wilder fight, Wilder didn't even load up. He literally hit him with half a punch, and Helenius was gone in the first round when he was fresh. Yeah, when Joshua fought him, and Joshua was fighting as the 7th round when Helenius was knackered, and he didn't even have a full training camp. Let's be honest. I know we fought a week before getting some next white collar. I mean, look at the footage of that fight. Yeah, he wasn't fighting, and he wasn't prepared for this sort of fight, and yet he still went 7 rounds. And like I said, Wilder, that's a problem. That's a problem because Wilder, he's dangerous. He's very, very dangerous. Technically, AJ's a better boxer for sure, but it's not going to be about who's a better boxer. It's not going to come down to that. You know, Wilder's going to land viciously, and when he does, I just don't see how AJ absorbs that power. I don't see how AJ takes that power. I don't see how AJ wins that fight. I just can't see it. I just can't see it. I think Wilder's going to win that fight by a brutal knockout, you know. It's not taking anything away from AJ. I just think Wilder's going to win that fight by a brutal knockout. I can't see how AJ wins that one. Honestly, I would be shocked. I would be shocked. I mean, like I said, I think this would be up there, and maybe this might be a bit of a stretch. This might be up there with Ali Foreman, right? As one of the shocks if AJ was to pull this off. And look, Ali was, when he fought Foreman, was not in his prime. But Foreman was such a devastating puncher that people thought that this was Ali who's mad. Ali's going to get put in hospital. But again, that was Ali. This is AJ. Ali was a genius in and outside the ring. And he was able to pull off an unbelievable strategy. But AJ doesn't have that intelligence. I mean, he doesn't have... like, half the time, he's always asking his trainer, what do I do? What do I do? Like, he looks confused. Honestly, I don't like his chances in that Wilder fight. And I agree with Andy Lee. I think he needs 2 or 3 more fights to get ready for Wilder. And I still don't think he's going to win. Even when AJ was at his best, yeah? Like when he fought Klitschko and that, I thought Wilder would win. Now I'm like, this isn't competitive at this point. Because AJ looks so vulnerable. He's fighting so cautiously. I can't see how he wins. I can't see how he wins. I would be shocked. I would literally be shocked. If he pulls that off, I would be staggered. Like one of them, I would say that has to go down as one of the great heavyweight wins. Of where he is in his career and how he's looked of late, you can't see how he beats Deontay Wilder. You just can't. You just can't, you know. And like I said, Wilder's going to get him at some point. Yeah, and when Wilder lands, my goodness, I don't think AJ is going to be able to absorb that. He's not going to be able to absorb that power. No chance. No chance whatsoever. I mean, yeah, I just can't see it. I honestly can't see it. And look, I honestly think that it would be foolish, but the money's such. Darren Barker hit the nail on the head in the thing. He goes that, yeah, maybe it's not the right time to put AJ in there yet, but obviously the money's too much at the minute. The money's so much that they can't really turn that down. The broadcasters, AJ himself, he's at the end of his career. And like people are saying, like Tony Bellew was saying on air that Anthony Joshua's work in progress. He turns 34 next month. How can a man who's almost 34, who's Olympic gold medalist, a 2-time unified heavyweight champion of the world, be work in progress? I mean, he's at the end of his career. He's at the end, near the end of the road now. He's not at the beginning. He's nearly finished. A couple more fights and that's it. Done. He's done. You know, people were saying if he lost this fight, if he had fought Dillian White, which Helenius wasn't much of a threat, but if he had fought Dillian White and lost, people were saying that's it, probably him done. If he had lost against Helenius, people were saying that's him done. So how is he work in progress at this point? He can't be work in progress. He's a guy that is either there or not there. And at this point, he's too fragile to be fighting someone like Wilder. You know, I think he needs 2 or 3 more chicken feed like Robert Helenius. I mean, he needs fighters like that are no threat so he can go in there and get his confidence back. And even then, like I said, that might not be enough to beat Wilder. I just don't think he beats Deontay Wilder. I can't see it. I can't see it, man. I can't see it. And that's I can't, yeah. I just can't see how he beats Deontay Wilder if I'm totally honest with you. I think Wilder will catch him and hurt him. But again, leave your thoughts. Let me know what you think in the comment section below, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.